Our focus today is the farmer protests. Look at these visuals. Farmers have already started bringing their heavy machinery, including hydraulic cranes and earth movers, to the Shambhu border in Punjab-Haryana. They have declared a Dilli Chalo protest from tomorrow, but their movement has already intensified. They are camping near Delhi border. The Punjab and Haryana court has said the farmers have the right to protest, but it is subject to reasonable restrictions, and that tractors and trolleys are not allowed in the highway according to Motor Vehicle Act. Among the demands of the farmers are minimum support prices for all 23 crops. They rejected the centre's proposal, citing this reason, that the centre's proposal does not include a guarantee of MSP on all crops. This also is a big election season. Even before the protests were to begin last week, the centre rushed its team of ministers to negotiate with the farmers. But that failed. Protests unfolded. Subsequently, the centre offered them a proposal on MSP. The farmers rejected that, claiming they wanted MSP for all 23 crops. These government-administered rates are key to the agrarian economies of Punjab and a few other Indian states, where the government purchases large quantities of wheat and rice in designated markets known as mandis. Now, these visuals were a huge reminder of the earlier protests, remember, 3 years ago, that forced a rare retreat from Prime Minister Modi's government. In fact, Prime Minister Modi himself announced the withdrawal of the 3 controversial farm laws, set up a committee to look into the effective implementation of MSP. Around 40% of the country's workforce is in some way linked to agriculture in India. There are huge political stakes involved here, even as these protests are set to unfold in yet another form. Let's listen in to some of the political reactions.
किसानों को लीगल राइट एमएसपी की मिलनी चाहिए, वो बीजेपी की सरकार नहीं कर रही। तो मैं आपको यहां जो खारगे जी ने कहा उसको दोहराना चाहता हूं कि इंडिया की सरकार आएगी तो हम एमएसपी की गारंटी हिंदुस्तान के किसानों को देंगे। जो स्वामीनाथन रिपोर्ट में लिखा है वो हम पूरा करके आपको दे देंगे।
बिचौलिए खरीद रहे हैं, बेच रहे हैं, तो मुझे लगता है कि किसानों के हितों के संरक्षण और उनकी समृद्धि का रास्ता तो एमएसपी गारंटी कानून में ही है। मुझे लगता है कि सरकार को, अगर इस देश को नारा है सरकार का, केंद्र सरकार कह रही है कि विकसित भारत बनाना है, विकसित भारत देश के किसानों और मजदूरों की आय शक्ति को बढ़ाए बगैर विकसित भारत नहीं बन सकता है। मुझे लगता है कि सरकार को जल्दी इस पर निर्णय लेना चाहिए।
Right, and I'm being joined by my colleague Pradeep at this point. Pradeep, huge political stakes involved, even as farmers seem undeterred. In fact, undeterred is just a very meek word in comparison to what is unfolding right now. They are full throttle preparing for their Dilli Chalo protest, demanding nothing short of an MSP for all 23 farmers. Could you help us understand what are the political ramifications on this, not only for the centre but several other parties as well? But what is the overall political stake, Pradeep?
See, let me explain the viewers also. This is not only about the farm laws, or it's not only about the farmers' demand, but it's also about the political campaigning. Also, we have seen that many of the opposition political party leaders, they are trying to put their weight behind this farmers' protest. The reason is because they see this as a platform to resurrect their dwindling political career. You heard Rahul Gandhi saying that once they will be back, they will ensure that Swaminathan Commission report will be implemented. The question that was asked by the Union Minister, Arjun Munde, he's a Minister for for Agriculture. He said why you did not do when you were in power, because a report was presented in 2006, and after that also you were in power for 2 years, but you didn't do anything. But now all of a sudden you're just trying to politicize this issue, playing politics over this thing. That's not a good thing, because he tried to lambast the Congress party. The reason is that everybody is trying to look for the vested interest, political. Everybody knows that Lok Sabha elections are around the corner. So that's one of the reasons they see this as an issue that will help them to just train their guns towards the government in this case. But so far as the farmers are concerned, there are two things, because I've been covering this for the last several days.
Pradeep, let me just come in here. How is the centre looking at this? Because BJP is officially not speaking on this right now. How is the centre looking at this? Rahul Gandhi has stake claim. BJP has questioned Rahul Gandhi on this. But how is the centre looking at this? This is going to be a huge challenge for the BJP as well.
No doubt about that. It's going to be a huge challenge for the BJP. It was a huge challenge for them in 2021 also. And this time also we have seen that there had been 4 rounds of talk. The 3 rounds were almost inconclusive. During the 4th round, they came up with a proposal where they said that there should be a 5 years period where they can just sell their crop to the National Agriculture Federation or NSSE cooperatives. And during that period, they will be getting MSP on those crops. But the farmers were not very happy with that, because they went to their different forums. They discussed this matter with their experts also, and after that they said we reject this proposal because they want MSP on all 23 crops. So it's also a catch-22 situation right now for the government also, because they know that this is not going to be very easy to stop farmers, because if they are going to use force, obviously everybody will say, see how the Kisan are being treated, because in a country where we raise slogans like Jai Jawan, Jai Kisan,
right.
So it will get a little bit difficult for the government also. But Kisan also need to understand that's one of the reasons that Haryana and Punjab High Court had come down heavily on them, saying that agreed that you are asking for your rights, but you should not forget your duties. You can't create a nuisance on the street where you are going to disrupt the life of a common man by coming out with the tractors and trolleys and JCB machines. So you can't take law and order into your hand. Yes, you can protest for your rights. That's fine. In a democracy, you can do so, but not create a nuisance that can't be tolerated. That's what actually the High Court has also said.
Right. Right. Thank you very much, Pradeep, for putting everything in perspective.